Draft week. Draft week.
2 days long.
NBA draft.
We're here. Let's go.
I love the branding, Eric. You really know this one.
Thanks, homie.
I don't usually say that.
I would say you never
This one, I've never said it before. This one takes me back. What is everybody? Welcome to the DNVR Nuggets podcast.
Let's go. Let's go.
Presented by Red Hawk Roofing.
Hey!
You know it's going to be a great week.
Oh,
Red Hawk Roofing, the homies. Throw them out there, of course. We're also live from the Xfinity studio. Throw them up, boys. Xfinity, imagine that. We really are the podcast meme. We never do this one with our heart. You know, like we kind of just throw like a...
And we're not contractually obligated to do that one. That's just an add-on.
We need something a little cooler and less invasive. Mike, geez,
that was actually
so
by
excited,
design.
Dude. You were
Didn't
so
like your takes just now.
Draft week was too excited. Anyway, while I get ready to introduce everybody, over here I've got Harrison Wind.
Oh, yeah.
I love the draft. One of my favorite times of the year. People talk about abolishing the draft all the time.
Abolishing. No. What a strong word. Abolishing it.
Making it a free agency type thing.
Defund
They're
the
going
draft.
to defund the draft?
They want to. Yeah, they're threatening to.
Just send out social workers to each
A lot
prospect.
of people are saying the anti-tanking rules are a conspiracy by Adam Silver to, over time,
we're going too far.
Defund the draft.
We're going too far.
But I love the draft. I don't want to change anything about it.
It is true. This idea of free agency, it's like, come on, guy. That's not fun.
We already have free agency.
We have free agency.
Yeah. Let's do a draft.
Let's do a draft. Let's do a lottery. Let's just make it dumber every time. Over here, it's Delanco.
That's right, guys. Boy, am I excited. I'm expecting fireworks. Fireworks from every team that's not the Nuggets.
You might get fireworks from the Denver Nuggets. And that really is what today's show is about. You know, we've been kind of soft prepping, I would say, for the offseason because sometimes when you're looking at all the possibilities, you just go knee deep in all of them, you know? But as you get closer to the actual event, in this case, the draft, I start to really think about what I expect to happen. And it's changed. It's shifted a little bit. And I'm going to reveal exactly what I think that is and see if you guys agree or disagree, starting in segment 2. But segment 1.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. Segment 1, I want to start with something happy. Have you guys seen this?
Oh, yeah.
Nikola Jokic. By the way, summer's over. Yeah. Vacation's over. I hope offseason was good.
Hope he got the surgery.
Because now Jokic is back. The Team Serbia is getting together. It looks like they are meeting in getting ready for their training camp.
Yeah.
And I got to say, man, he looked great. Tan, skinny, happy.
I describe him as looking svelte.
Svelte.
To me, happy is the headline. Like,
look at this here. Look at this guy.
I saw this, and the first thing I thought was like, we need to get Nikola Jokic 3 to 4 friends on this team. Look at
him. Yeah, you're right. We keep being like, get in Bogdan. We might need a whole 5 or 6 guys.
I've never seen a deeper hug, and it was for Jovic.
Yeah, he doesn't even like Jovic.
That's my point, dude. That's my point. Look at this guy.
He's like, oh, yes, you're my new number 2. Okay, come in.
The
come
deepest,
here.
Look at this thing. He's like, get in here.
You? Oh, Jovic.
It's also just so funny how much
deep hug, dude.
I know.
That's a good hug. That's a good hug.
I hope I get one of those. When he retires, I won't.
No chance.
You know the thing, though,
put on some cologne.
He is such the center of attention on Team Serbia, and I know he hasn't been like the captain or leader. You know, maybe it's not the role for him in that team, but he certainly is the center of gravity. But more than anything else, we have been in this like bummer. Don't you feel like we've been in a bummer since the season ended?
I think a lot of it is our own doing. It's our own.
All of it is. Oh, are you kidding me? All of it is. But here's the thing, man. Some of that has to do with the last time we saw Jokic, he was defeated. He couldn't get it done. He was frustrated. The season ends and he kind of just, like always, just leaves and we don't see him. This is the first time we've really seen him.
Other than at the Champions League final.
But even then, like that, we captured a moment of him sitting, just like there's no reaction. This one, you actually get to see it. But I'm not even kidding when I say my optimism goes up a little bit just seeing Jokic happy.
This is all every year. This is what it takes. You need one moving image of Nikola Jokic to get back in entirely.
That's all it takes.
He looks great, though. He looks happy, looks excited to be there, looks pretty skinny. And I think they play a friendly 27th, and then the 2 qualifying games after that.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to watch some Jokic basketball.
Yeah, and the thing that is that I take from that is like how much everybody on the team loves him. He's just like the center of attention. He's like the middle child or whatever, the favorite son that shows up and the whole family lights up. Everyone else is like quiet before he's there. Yeah. I love that. I love that Nikola Jokic is as beloved on every team that he joins as he is here.
Yeah. It's so true.
What's also interesting is, I mean, earlier in Jokic's career, there was some friction between him and, the national team, and just, is he playing? Is he not playing? These last several seasons, I mean, going back to the Olympics, this last one where, they win a medal and go crazy and are drunk on the podium, it really feels like he loves playing for Serbia now.
Love it.
In a different way than, maybe 5-6 years ago.
Yeah, I think you're right about that, man. And there's a new coach. I wonder if there's just some new energy and those different things. No Bogdanovich, which is a bummer, but
he's resting up for his Denver season coming up.
I also wonder if he'll just be around
in Denver right now.
Don't you think he'll be around, if not on the team? Because I actually think it's more about health than anything.
Yeah,
that he's not playing. I think he would absolutely play.
He's getting acclimated to the elevation right now.
But I'll bet you he's around.
Red Rocks.
I was just gonna say he's on the Red Rock steps, obviously.
The other thing that happened over the week, a couple other things though. One is that the Oklahoma City made a surprising trade. The Thunder did, and that is that they got rid of Aaron Wiggins to the tune of 2 second-round picks.
Yep,
that's a really low value. Now Wiggins isn't a great player, and if you look at it from OKC's perspective, they only care now about their playoff rotation, and he's outside of it. They have too many good guards that even though he is good, he's not needed.
Dude,
but there is that value to you and what the value has for the market. And the fact that he went for 2 second-rounders to me, I'm like, Wiggins is a good player.
Right.
But they were desperate to shed salary. Teams probably knew that. What do you make of this, D-Line?
Well, I've been saying this, man. OKC is overloaded. They're going to have to do this with a bunch of players. They're going to have to sell low on a lot of guys because they simply have to get rid of them. That is the same price that the Denver Nuggets got for Bones Island, if you recall. And that was we have to get rid of this guy for cultural reasons, not just because we're painted into a corner. They're going to have to do this with like a bunch of other guys that you look at and you're like, damn, like they're just overloaded. They got way too much. They also got rid of Kenrich Williams, your guy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. By the way, I love Kenny Hustle.
Yeah.
I actually was sitting there. I almost put a tweet out.
I think they'll probably bring him back. But
they will bring him back? How?
On a minimum or something.
Can you do that?
Yeah. Why not?
I thought they waived him. I thought if you waive, you have to go to another team. This is why what's his name, Mike Conley. It was weird how he was able to be brought back.
Yeah,
because he might have taken.
I think he might have had a team option or something.
So you think that they'll just re-sign him? I mean, he's probably more valuable to them. Maybe. He is their Nick Collison, where it's like when he steps in and plays once a month, he's really valuable, but he doesn't need any. He doesn't care. But nonetheless, the Wiggins thing. Look. Denver is also in a situation where I think they're going to have to shed salary. It's going to be what we talk about in segment 2. This was the Thunder having to shed salary, and their return on a player that I thought was good was definitely like half of what I thought they could get for him.
So, I mean, the Thunder were looking to get rid of Aaron Wiggins, not take any money back, just put him on a team.
Right.
So there's only X amount of teams that could do that.
One of them was Atlanta.
Who had cap space. And then so it was just about which one of those teams is going to give up picks for him.
Right.
And Atlanta was that team. But 2 first-round picks for Wiggins does seem low. 2 second-round picks for Wiggins
would be incredible.
Does seem very, very low.
It is.
And I don't know if it's a signal that mid-tier free agents are just not going to get the payday that some people think they might.
He's probably, I would call, lower middle class.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like he's not.
He's a really good player is the thing.
I mean, he's a pretty good player.
I think he's good. I think you're undercutting him. He's like.
Would he play on the Nuggets?
Yes. No question.
This is the problem.
He would play on most.
And now he's going to play on the Hawks.
Yeah. It's a good pickup for the Hawks. The other part of this, though, D-Line, is that, as you mentioned, when there's not that many teams with cap space, one of them just took themselves out of the market to some degree. And I look at that and go, Denver's top priority, I think when you think of all the things they have to do, shedding salary is a big part of it. Unless they just want to go into the second apron and spend a huge tax bill, which none of us are assuming. But if not, you look at that and go, man, there's not a lot of teams that would be willing to take on even mid-tier players for free.
This is the byproduct of this new CBA is that it's just all the middle class has been abolished. It's just like all minimum contracts and guys that make $50 million and like no one in between. And then if you have a decent player that that would generally live in that Zeke Najee tier, it's like poison. Nobody wants it.
Or give him $8 million.
But I mean, that's what I mean. Like that guy deserves like about 8 million, maybe 11, somewhere in there. Like, and nobody has that space anymore.
And I mean, that's why when you look at Peyton Watson throughout the season, I think a lot of us were worried about, are the Lakers going to throw an offer sheet out there? Is a cap space team going to come in and offer him big money? I think maybe that happens, but it seems way less likely now.
Another news around the association just today, the Mavericks hired Michigan head coach Dusty May.
Dusty.
It's kind of interesting, man. A college coach to go take on this team. It's interesting for a couple of reasons. One, allegedly they were interested in Shireman, who coached Cooper Flagg in college. Shire. Did not get him. And now they go to another college coach. This one always, maybe it's my old school thinking where this used to never work.
Never, ever.
Now Brad Stevens maybe has changed things a little bit, but I'm kind of surprised that they made such a splashy hire this direction.
You are right that it never works other than Brad Stevens.
Yeah.
I think I was reading the last college coach to come into the NBA without any previous NBA experience was the legend John Beilein. That didn't go very well in Cleveland, if you remember. That lasted
very short
a season.
Billy Donovan.
Billy Donovan worked. I mean,
sort
of. Yeah, he's not a great coach, but he was been around.
Usually this doesn't work, but I mean, if you look at the people in place in Dallas now, they hired Masai. They have Mike Schmitz, the old GM from Portland. They've made a couple pretty splashy hires. So on one hand, I'm not surprised they went for like a splashy guy. And I wonder if this is that front office being like, all right, we're not going to go with a retread. We're kind of just going to maybe try to find a new little advantage here. And we have a couple of draft picks coming up. Like we're going to be having a really young team as well.
I don't know that they're going to go young though. I keep hearing that they might be trying to just go. I mean, don't want to trade Kyrie. You got Cooper Flagg. They don't really have a future of picks.
I do think they should just go. I think they go. I do think they have like a team.
Spurs are out.
I think that they're like,
I think the Spurs slow played it. They just got 3 great players.
They weren't trying to go that fast.
Yeah, and it just all these guys are really good.
Yeah.
We were tiering the teams in the Western Conference classic casual Friday content.
Yeah.
And we were trying to figure out where to put the Mavericks. And I think that they're going to be much better than people anticipate.
Maybe they make a big swing. Maybe Denver's involved in part of that big swing. Who knows? And then lastly, Trae Young staying in Washington, D.C. I don't know if you guys saw this one. It's only meaningful, I guess, in that they were another team that you wondered what direction they were going to go. Looks Anthony Davis still out there as an interesting potential trade piece.
I think Dallas may be going for it, and I mean the Wizards getting.
Is everybody going for it?
Yes, because you can't tank anymore.
You can't tank. They might have solved tanking.
Adam Silver is so happy right now, man.
That
guy's lighting up a cigar.
Ideas man might have got one.
He's got them all, dude. Which idea hasn't worked? He fixed everything. The in-season tournament's good. I mean, my God.
I think it is. I don't know. I think it is interesting to at least see what's going to happen with Washington because they are a team that traditionally, like I feel 5 years ago in the situation they are in with a top pick, you're like, okay, 10-year plan. What's the 10-year? Like, let's trade and just get a bunch of this. And the fact that Trae Young of all players, by the way, Mark Stein said on All NBA show last night that there was a big market for Trae Young, more so right now than there was when they traded him from Atlanta 4 months ago. Nobody wanted him. They had to get rid of him.
And he's played in one game.
So go figure. $212 million, by the way.
I
4
mean,
years.
what's the market though? Is it the Kings and the Pelicans?
Well, I'll tell you the market I keep thinking about, and it really is something. I don't buy that Giannis is going to Miami. Look, he could. It's very possible. He's one of very few teams. But I keep looking and go, what if Miami doesn't get Giannis? You load up for
They should have to sell the team.
They load up for a guy. You're all ready to be traded or to make a trade, and you don't get your guy. Do they go into like, all right, what's plan B, plan C, plan D? And all of a sudden something crazy happens there. So I look at that and go, okay, Trae Young's off the market. Giannis, we'll see what happens. But Miami might be sitting there with a bunch of cards to play.
Miami's going to be like, all right, so let's game plan to get Giannis next summer when he's actually a free agent.
Or Luka. I can't believe
Kawhi,
that there's a market for Trae Young and not for Ja Morant.
Yeah. Like
that to me feels like what Miami will do if they're not, if they strike out on Giannis, and I guess they struck out on Trae Young, they'll get Ja Morant. Watch it.
Or possibly they just become a trade team rather than we're trying to go for a star. Maybe there's something lesser. And again, I just think about it could be. I think that right now, and this is some of the intel that I've
Go
heard.
get Jaylen Brown.
Well, I'm saying a trade in Denver. If Denver is looking for trade partners to make things happen, Miami right now might not be thinking that way as what they want, but you might just get in a situation where we're like, well, crap, we went belly up. What can we wheel and deal? The reason I say this is I think that this draft, a couple of pieces of intel I've heard. One is that a lot of the Nuggets rumors that have come out in the last week are, I believe, to be baseless. Now, some of this is direction, misdirection, what have you. But I also think this is true of the league. One of the things I've heard is that rumors around the league have gotten worse over the years, and that things gain traction and become top stories. And it's like, hey, all of our intel says that is not happening.
We laughed about this on Friday. The only way to know for sure that trade won't happen is if it's reported on.
Yeah, right.
That's the one.
That's why I don't think Giannis is happening.
That's the one guarantee.
We are up against our break, but I just wanted to set the table with that I think that this draft might have a little bit of chaos to it because I think there's a lot of teams. It's like a game of musical chairs and only so many seats. And I think once those seats are filled, there's going to be a handful of teams that are like, we have to get off money. We have to do this. We have to do that. And it's like, all right, where can we fit this? I think that's sort of my basis as we get into why I think tomorrow is going to be a huge day for the Nuggets on the other side.
Yeah.
If you're a regular viewer or listener of this show or any DNVR show, we want to hear from you. What we want you guys to do is take a short survey. Let us know what you think about the show, what you love, what you might want to see change, how we can be better. And if you do, you'll have a chance to win a $100 Amazon gift card. You can hit that QR code right there on the screen or go to thednvr.com/survey. Take a quick survey. Again, if you're a listener of this show, if you're a viewer of this show, or any DNVR show, take that survey on that QR code or thednvr.com/survey. Let us know what you think. It takes about 3 minutes, and your feedback is really helpful. Helps us shape the content here at All City and DNVR, and just what we're doing on the DNVR Nuggets show. So take that survey, tell us what you think, and if you do, you will be entered to win a $100 Amazon gift card. We really value your feedback. We love to hear what you guys think, what you like about the show, and what you want to see changed. So let us know. thednvr.com/survey. Shout out to our friends over at the Hanger Club. Are you looking for something a little different here in Denver? Step into the Hanger Club, a one-of-a-kind spot where great food, craft cocktails, and interactive entertainment all come together under one roof. They've got 10 state-of-the-art TrackMan golf simulators. You can play world-class golf courses, compete with friends, or just swing for fun. No experience required. It's more than just golf. You can grab a seat at the bar. They got great beers, great drinks, great food as well. A great spot to go if you're watching a game. And the golf simulators they have are so awesome. You can rent out a whole golf bay with your friends, food, drinks, and play golf all night while watching the game at a TV right in the bay. It's a really cool setup. We had our NFL draft party there. It was an awesome time. Something for everybody, to be honest. And we got a little kids area too. For casual hangouts to unforgettable events, this is where Denver comes to play. The Hanger Club. Good times done better. Book your bay or plan your event at hangerclub.co.
All right, here we go. Back here, segment 2, DNVR Nuggets podcast. Here's the big thing, man. By the way, draft party tomorrow night. Come to the bar. It could be a big day. What if a big trade happens? Era shifting trade. Right. You're not going to want to be at home on your couch alone. You want to
celebrate or cry with us.
Want to be with us, man. What if they make a huge swing at all of us? What if they get Giannis?
What?
You want to be here, right? Come out to the bar, hang out with us. You'll have a good time. It's just a good time to be out here. We got a great staff. There'll probably be World Cup on. I looked. Who was playing?
Mexico?
No, it's Wednesday. There were a couple games that were like
for tomorrow.
But I mean,
there's always games.
It's good background stuff.
There's a lot of games. Yeah,
there's a lot of games.
Game.
I think the draft is big for one reason. I think the Nuggets' biggest priority is going to be retaining Peyton Watson. Mm-hmm. The more I think about it, the more I think it would be insane if they don't, or if Peyton goes for nothing or for a sign and trade, which is almost always nothing. I think that would be a disaster for them. And I'm not even sure if Peyton Watson's going to hit. I believe in him, but he's still a risk. But I think Denver has to get him. To do that, they're going to most likely need to shed salary. And when is there a better time to shed salary than at the draft when you have a 26 pick? I look at this and say, I don't think Denver has one plan. I think they have 5 or 6, like a plan, like some contingencies. But I think a lot of them are predicated on clearing your books by the end of day tomorrow. And if they don't, the odds of Peyton not coming back go up quite a bit.
Absolutely. Keeping Peyton Watson is the number one goal. And if it doesn't happen, it's going to be a monumental failure. I mean, just think about what that would mean. You invest a first-round pick in this guy. You trade a first-round pick to even draft him.
Yeah.
You spend 3 years developing him to be this guy.
4 years.
4 years. Like, the goal of all of that was to be in this position right now where Peyton Watson is this player. He's exactly what you thought he could be.
Yeah.
He's the bridge to the next contending Nuggets team, in my opinion, I think in the Nuggets' opinion. So it would be a catastrophic failure if it didn't happen. So that's why I think we're going to see either tomorrow or maybe in the next 48, 72 hours, 2 trades, minimum, I think, that clear space to sign Peyton Watson.
But will it happen after the draft? I don't think so. I think it's either at or before the draft, or likely the following week once free agent. Because I do think there might be a little bit of there'll be rumor season in the week after that. But I think tomorrow the pick expires once you pick it.
Yeah.
It has more value tomorrow as a mystery 26 pick. And I just think if Denver doesn't use that to position themselves to be able to sign Peyton, their options go down a lot.
Of course. I mean, to echo what Wind was saying, I mean, how terrible would it be? That's just like how the Rockies do business. You put a bunch of
You're a
time,
farm team for other teams.
Yeah, you just like become the feeder for the league where you put all this time and effort to draft and develop. As soon as they're good, you just get rid of them. That would feel terrible for the Denver Nuggets to do that. I'm trying to just sort of like clear my mind, not assign value to any kind of move, good, bad, or otherwise. I'm very interested to see what they're able to pull off. It feels like they're absolutely painted into a corner, but like I would feel very crestfallen if they didn't retain Peyton Watson's services. The one guy that I would feel okay if he didn't come back would be Cam. I would feel bad about that also, just because it took a lot to get to him. That's another thing you look at, the totality of like drafting MPJ, going through all of that, and then it turns into Cam, and then you just get rid of Cam. It's like we just basically liquidated MPJ. There's just a lot of things that are on the horizon. The Nuggets kind of went all in last year, and they busted, so they're in a bad spot.
Would you be bothered though? Like tomorrow might be that Denver ends up just trading the 26th pick and Cam Johnson and doesn't really get anything back. Maybe it's a player because, again, it's hard to just straight dump. There doesn't seem to be a lot of teams willing to do that. You might just get back a 9th best guy, 10th best guy type of thing. That's way cheaper. But would that bother you if that's the best bet Denver can do is they shed salary and just get rid of their pick and get nothing?
Of course it would bother me, but as I've been trying to say, I don't think they have a ton of options to pick from. And just as moves happen around them, maybe some of those options could even dry up. So it's like, would I be surprised if they traded 26 and Zeke Naji for a 2nd round pick?
Right.
And then Cam Johnson for nothing?
Oh, what about cash considerations?
Oh, dude, I love those.
Would I be surprised if those were the 2 moves they made? Zeke and 26 for nothing, Cam Johnson for nothing, and sign Peyton Watson? No, I wouldn't be surprised, because those 2 moves seem like the easiest ones to make. Would I be disappointed? Absolutely. You're losing your best asset right now in number 26, and you're losing a really good player in Cam Johnson just to get off money? Yeah, I'd be disappointed, but I'm expecting it.
Well, the part about it is I think you have to be disappointed in that being the outcome.
Yes.
But there is also another world where there is the sunk cost fallacy, which is to say it sucks that they're in this position.
Yep.
I think that's what you're mad about. But what if that was the best way to get out of the position was to lose another asset?
This is what I mean. Like I'm going to, like Win says, like that would feel very bad on its face.
Horrible.
But you have to sort of like take a breath, see what this actually means. Like try not to assign too much value to it because you don't know how any of this plays out. If they moved the 26th pick and Cam and Zeke and they came away with a future 1st round pick.
Yeah, that'd be good.
I would feel like at peace with that.
You traded because at that point you didn't really lose anything. You just moved it to later.
If
That's actually I just don't think that's gonna happen. We'll see, but maybe that would be great
if we could get Detroit's first round pick next year. For Cam Johnson and our first round pick this year, like I would feel fine about that. But you just don't know how the rest of this plays out. But I have a feeling that there's going to be a lot of anger and outrage at the close of business tomorrow.
Yeah, and this is kind of what I'm setting the table for. The other piece of this is, as I've got this weekend, I spent trying to get into the draft a little bit more. I don't really love these players, and maybe this is just from being burned from. Zeke Naji and Deron Holmes. Not that any of these guys are horrible, but it's just that it didn't work out. And you think about the 26th pick and how hard it is for that player to work out, not just hit the pick, but also develop into exactly what you need. And I'm just watching some of these guys, and none of them leap off the page where I'm like, I'm in love with this guy. There's guys I kind of casually like, but nobody that I love. And that's another thing I'm thinking about as I'm thinking about what Denver needs to do.
Right. And you're wondering, okay, do the Nuggets love somebody that's probably going to be there at 26? I don't know. Like maybe not.
Yeah.
And so maybe that gives them a little more willingness to move the pick. I think there's a lot of guys I like in the top 20 for sure. Swain is still like the belle of the ball.
He's climbing though.
He's probably going to end up going in the teens. And so the Nuggets just don't really have a chance to trade up and get him. I look at, who's the St. John's guy? Zuby Ejiofor as maybe the most realistic, best case guy at 26. If they could just like add a Isaiah Stewart type player, which I think he is, that'd be okay. But overall, I'm with you. I don't love the group of guys potentially available at 26. And I do wonder if the Nuggets feel some way like that at all.
I think you kind of have to be in love with the guy, though. And this is why what I'm
especially
thinking
with where they're at.
I'm trying to think about what I'll feel tomorrow. And that salary dump, 26 in Cam or 26 in Zeke, you get nothing back. It's like that would feel bad. The Cam part would feel really bad. The Zeke part would feel bad, but I think I could stomach that one of like, it sucks that you were in this position, but this was the best path forward. The other ones I don't love. And then I think about, well, if they just keep it and pick, am I happy? And I'm like, I don't think so. Right. Like I think about what happens if I get any of these guys and I'm like, I would feel like they're more likely to become another Deron or even Julian Strother than they are to become something that is actually exciting down the road.
That's exactly what this draft is always this. It's just like the mystery, like just the what could it be? And the Nuggets are not going to get a person that is going to help them next year. They're just not. Like I'd be very surprised if they even get the opportunity. They're going to spend their time in the G League.
A lot of rookies were been deep in the playoffs this year, though.
Yeah, but like where were they drafted? 26? No, they were drafted 2. They were drafted 1. I mean, like
AJ Mitchell, second-year player, second round, but yeah.
But like, you know what I'm saying here. I mean, it's unlikely to get a true contributor into the Nuggets rotation out of a draft at 26. It is more likely to get an RJ Hampton, to get another Deron Holmes. That to me, it's like this year is all about Deron Holmes. It's like now starting to get the fruit that has been born from drafts past.
Yeah.
But it is going to be a thing where, when you win the offseason, we're in the offseason, so you could get to win it. If you win the draft, we're in the draft, so you get to win it. But those aren't actually winning anything. I've learned over this time.
Yeah.
I would favor them not making a pick at this point. Like, I like the idea of building towards the future and working towards today. But
do you think we're ruined though because we were into this a year ago and 2 years ago, and it's just like it hasn't worked out? So do you think it's partly that? I don't know. Like Thunder fans are excited to get another pick. They want to move up.
They should move up. They have assets to do it. They've played their cards right.
Their guys just keep hitting, so they're like,
Well, because they keep getting good draft picks. They have. I mean,
Christian Brown hit, Peyton Watson hit. These guys have hit.
Well, Peyton Watson, even though hit at the end in a way that puts you in a bind, you kind of need guys to hit. At the stage Denver's in, they need to hit immediately.
Here's what I was going to say: is that I buy the trade up talk, and I also buy the trade back talk, and I almost feel like it's less of a likelihood they actually pick at 26.
I think so too,
because it's. In a way, it's kind of vital if they do make a pick that it hits.
Yes.
Because they have nobody in the pipeline, really. Peyton Watson, he's out of the young prospect pipeline. Christian Brown, way out of it. Julian Strawther, way out of it.
It's really De'Ron.
De'Ron's the only guy in the pipeline right now. Pickett's out of it.
Yeah.
So you have nobody in this pipeline, and you need people in it to keep retooling and refulfilling your roster in this salary cap era.
But I mean, you have Christian, you have Strother, you have
those guys
Peyton.
are on huge contracts, though.
Fair. But I mean, as far as
young.
what is the team constructed of once this current era ends? Like, you have to keep, stocking the cupboard, but it's like you at a certain point you just have to have good players.
But
on
you
your
need
team.
good players on cheap contracts,
Right.
and the Nuggets have good players on big contracts. Right. They don't have anybody making De'Ron Holmes rookie scale money, and they need to get more of those guys in the pipeline. So
otherwise, it's every year you're trying to find
Tim
Hardaway.
If they make a pick, it has to hit.
Yeah.
You have to hit the pick.
I agree. And I'm with you, though. I don't think they're going to use 26. I mean, we'll see. Anything's possible. So I'm not saying this is like won't happen. But it just makes more sense to me that they would trade out of the draft or trade up in the draft.
Yeah.
Then they would just stay at 26. And that's why it's interesting.
Unless they absolutely love somebody there and really believe in that.
Here's the problem. If you pick at 26, it's going to be because they loved somebody. Is that true or not? I don't know, but that'll be what they say.
My favorite part about
Tyler Lydon is this guy. We would have taken him at 6.
I mean, you could tell they didn't love him.
My favorite part about any draft analysis is that you just put all of the onus on the organization. Just be like, if there's a guy they love, there's like, is there a guy you love? You're like,
no,
no, they're fucking terrible.
All right, we have to take a break because here's another thing that I think, as I game theory out how this is going to go, Cam Johnson, everybody seems to say, okay, that's the guy. I actually am not so sure because I like Cam Johnson a lot.
Great.
He's really good. But what if you do just get into a scenario C situation where you see the market drying up? You're not sure you're going to be able to afford Peyton unless you get off another player. And we'll talk about that because it could happen tomorrow.
Oh, boy.
At Common Spirit Health, they're more than just hospitals and clinics. They're a team of passionate and expert caregivers dedicated to your well-being and woven into the very fabric of your community. From preventative care to advanced surgical solutions, their skilled physicians and caring staff are here for you, offering personalized treatment like their cutting-edge technology, and they always have a commitment to human kindness at their 20 hospitals and 240 clinics and care sites right here in Colorado. So whether it's a routine checkup, whether it's managing a chronic condition, or maybe you're responding to an emergency, you can trust Common Spirit to deliver exceptional care that's close to home. Experience the difference compassion makes. Find a Common Spirit location near you and discover a new standard of health and healing by visiting mountain.commonspirit.org. Common Spirit Health is the official healthcare partner of the Denver Broncos, and they can take care of you at any of their 20 hospitals and 240 clinics and care sites right here in Colorado. Denver's best roofers are on DNVR's team. Shout out to Red Hawk Roofing. Go with the pros at Red Hawk Roofing. Get your roof checked once a year. It's preventative medicine for the home that you pour your life into. Make sure you're covered. There's no project too small for these guys. They're your go-to for everything from minor repairs to full roof replacements on your home or business. Long-lasting relationships matter to them, so they're going to take care of you and walk you through a huge project like any construction on your roof. Quality materials, decades of experience, quick response time, Colorado's best estimators and contractors. They're huge DNVR supporters. They're here at the bar all the time. So if you have any roofing needs, home business, whatever it might be, if you just have questions about your roof and you think you might need work done on it, give them a call, 720-771-8921, redhawkroofing.com. Tell them we sent you, and support your local teams and support your local businesses like Red Hawk Roofing. They're the best in the business. Free no obligation roof and property inspection. Free in-depth photo report for all inspections as well. redhawkroofing.com, 720-771-8921.
I hate those guys. All right, back here, segment 3, DNVR Nuggets podcast. So as we continue to pull on this thread, Cam Johnson, everybody has the default on. There's just something about me that it goes, Cam got better with the Nuggets every month he was here, and he was good in the playoffs, and he's not that old, and I actually think he will be really good if he's on the Nuggets next year. And I'm not so quick to just say because he's the last guy in, he feels like the first guy out.
That's right.
And emotionally,
that's exactly it's the emotional tie has not been, the bond is not there.
But one, if the return for Cam isn't that good and it really just becomes a salary dump, you start to wonder, What if Denver gets into a scenario tomorrow night where they're like, we thought we could get rid of this guy here and here and open up for Peyton, and it didn't work out. Some other deals happened. And so now we're not sure if we're going to be able to get off enough money, but we can because we know this team is interested in Aaron Gordon. And maybe 26 and Aaron Gordon moves you up in the draft to, a top 15 pick or something like that. It sucks because it's a salary dump. You get an asset that you long needed, but it's still this thing of you lost a guy that was so important to you. I don't think this scenario is going to happen, but I do think that it is. What is the thing we always do? The threat level. What is it for nuclear war?
What is it?
DEFCON. DEFCON. Yeah, this would be a DEFCON scenario. Our Navy would have to be ready. This is like where I don't think it's going to happen.
I still can't remember.
But I do think our Navy has to be ready for an Aaron Gordon trade scenario because the Nuggets are in a tight spot.
God, dude. What is that? DEFCON 8? I can't remember. How does it go?
I never forget
one is bad.
Yeah.
I think the lower number is worse. Yeah.
Okay. That would be DEFCON 1 for me.
Yeah.
That would be, you want to talk about emotional DEFCON.
You're not going to want to see us live on the internet. If
oh
that
my
happens.
God,
Yeah,
dude.
you want to be at DEFCON 5. If you're at DEFCON 1, nuclear war is happening.
I would say that I would say that our ops should be ready to clip us if that's what happens. If they get rid of Aaron Gordon as a salary dump as a last minute.
But I mean, you get a pick out of it too. It does accomplish two goals. One is salary dump for a player that has been injured lately. And two, it's you get what you're talking about. Maybe you get a draft of Morez Johnson, who I really like. He's kind of an AG replacement in many ways, winning player, and he's young. And it's like, okay, you got a young, cheap contract for 4 years, and you got off the money you need to re-sign Peyton Watson, but you lost Aaron Gordon.
Yeah. I mean, emotionally, it'd be just gut wrenching.
That's just it.
I think for the fan base and even for the team initially. I mean, Aaron Gordon is the soul of this team. They're a different team with him than they are without him. We said that all last season, and it was true. So this team would have a totally different identity. And I mean, if the Nuggets are trying to change identities, that would help usher that along. I don't know if it'd be a good or bad thing in the long run, but it would be a massive, massive change, of course.
Yeah, I mean, again, I'm tempering my expectations in general because a trade like that could be necessary. It could actually pay dividends in the end. It feels horrendous in the moment. It would really make for a really downtrodden fan base, a very toxic chat. I'll say that if that takes place.
Toxic.
It could, who knows what the future brings. It's not like Aaron Gordon has given anybody a lot of confidence. He's somebody you can totally rely upon, unfortunately. Yeah. But that would feel really bad, especially if it came in a place, especially if it came in a place where it seems like the front office was backed into a corner versus it being their primary objective. Like if you go in confidently with a plan and you feel like you can tell everyone this is what's happening, this is why we did this, you feel a little bit better. But if it just feels like, oh God, we had to panic and we had to get rid of the guy, one of the most popular guys on the team, that would feel terrible.
I mean, I do think there's a world where it makes logical sense. Again, there's an enormous amount of risk. The problem with Denver is everything carries a risk, and often those risks are as likely as the reward. You're like, it's possible that this just doesn't work at all. And AG obviously represents one of those. But Denver moving up in the draft, I mean, that was a rumor that came out, whether it's true or not. It does make sense that Denver would try to say, okay, if we don't want to pick 26, we want to get off money, but maybe we can't get off money the way we want for the Cam Johnson option. So if we do have to get rid of an AG, or if that's what it costs, can't we move up? Aaron Gordon in 26, I think, is a move up scenario. And we all assume that that's a small move up, but maybe you really could jump into the lottery, into the back end of the lottery, 11, 12, 13 in there. I just don't think it's that unrealistic.
Do you think Aaron Gordon is that much of a positive asset?
Personally, I think Aaron Gordon's awesome. He's just an injury risk. And I think there are teams that can probably stomach that. The problem with Denver, this happened in the Carmelo era. You were so excited on the come up, but once it plateaued, everything felt terrible. Denver has plateaued in a way where everything feels terrible, but there are a lot of teams out there like Detroit that are just hungry for the plateau. They're hungry for the ascension. And so, yes, I think the stomach for risk is different for certain teams.
I see what you're saying. I would just really disagree in terms of what his value is. Like, I think Cam Johnson, trading him, that's something teams are going to want way more, I think, than Aaron Gordon. Way more.
Because he's expiring?
He's expiring and he's making $23 million. And he's healthy.
Right.
I think it'd be... I have seen the reports that Aaron Gordon's garnering the most trade interest out of him, Jamal Murray, Christian Brown.
From our own Mark Stein.
Yeah. And I mean, maybe that's very small amount of trade interest compared to no trade interest for those other two guys.
I think Aaron Gordon has a lot of trade value, man.
I don't. I hope you're right.
Because I think that those teams, the OG Ananobis, those types of players, they're so valuable and there's so few of them. Andre Iguodala in his day, there's so few of them that you're like, yes, he's a winner. He checks every box.
Yeah, he is.
And so I think there's a lot of teams that would talk themselves in, including Denver, by the way. Right. If you don't want to trade AG, aren't you just like, I know the injury risk. I don't care. If he's healthy, we're good.
Of course.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. He's a proven commodity.
And you're probably willing to stomach that risk.
But he's also a little more valuable to Denver than other teams.
I don't know if that part's true.
That's the thing, is that there's no such thing as absolute value. You just don't know what these guys are thinking. You don't know if a guy has always coveted having Aaron Gordon on their team. If anything, the Luka trade should tell you that there's no concept of absolute value. It's like
we do this every year, and then that trade happens. That's way worse than what we thought.
Right. Or you're just like, what? Like, why do you like that guy? And you just don't know. Like, what are you really going to move off of 2 lottery picks to get Derek Queen? Like all that stuff. You just don't know what these guys are going to do. Aaron Gordon's an excellent player. And I find that it's just in general, it's much easier to be higher or lower on your own guys than from the outside. Like there's a lot of forest for the trees stuff that happens when you're just talking about the same guys all the time, every day. Like I think a lot of people are really down on the idea of Jamal Murray having trade value, but I think that Jamal Murray has really high trade value.
Can we go there?
Sure.
Can we go? Because I'm not trying to interrupt you. I'm just saying that's the next layer here, which is, maybe it's Jamal that comes into play where it's like, we have to get off this money. And the question to ask yourself, is it better to have Aaron Gordon and nothing that you got for Peyton Watson, or Peyton Watson and whatever you got for Aaron Gordon, probably something of value? So it's not just Peyton versus AG. It's if you keep Peyton and lose AG, you get something else. If you keep AG and lose Peyton, you probably get nothing. And then the same question applies to Jamal. There is a world where Jamal is actually the piece. I think the Miami scenario is one of them.
Interesting.
But it's just possible at Denver, it's like 26 in Jamal. What does that get you? And does Denver look at a scenario where they're like, all right, we went belly up on our first couple options. We're going to lose Peyton. But we could keep him. It's just going to cost us Jamal. And we actually get 2 good players.
Yeah.
Real quick, what was the trade package for Desmond Bane last offseason?
But that was a different world where these first rounders weren't as valuable. But wasn't it like 4 picks?
It was like 4 picks, and he was coming off of an injury-ridden season and didn't have an All-NBA season.
Look, I think for that example and the Miami example you're talking about, it takes the right team to want to make the trade.
Yeah.
That's true of every trade.
And I mean, it was the same thing in Luka and Anthony Davis. That trade doesn't happen unless it's the Lakers and
Anthony
Mavs.
Davis is the exact situation that Aaron Gordon is. It's like riddled player that you can't trust, that has really high highs, has taken his team to a championship. There's no way you can move this guy except for that somehow you can get a top 5 player in the league. I mean, granted that required deep collusion and ruined an entire organization, but you just don't know what these guys. It's not a chat GPT running these things. It's like,
well, maybe not.
It's like
not fully, but I mean,
they have input. Yeah,
but it's just like guys that you just probably don't agree with a lot of what they think in the world.
Yeah. I mean, you are totally right. Anything can happen. Any 2 teams can talk themselves into anything. Teams seem so scared to me to take on big money, to make big changes and big moves. Teams now seem way more conservative than they've ever been.
And it's harder. Even if you want to, it's harder.
Except for Trey Young just got a big contract.
Yeah.
It's like,
but that's his own guy.
He was traded there, and
but point being is that like there is a world now where like you don't want to be the worst team in the league anymore. You do want a guy like AG raises your floor. Obviously, same thing with Jamal Murray. Both of those guys, I think, have a lot of trade value. For us, though, they have a lot of emotional value, which makes them
hard to separate.
So it's difficult to understand like how other teams view them. But I think Jamal Murray's value is very high, and I think Aaron Gordon's value is very high. But I think their value to us is even higher.
But I just look at it and say, going into previous drafts, you go into draft night and you're like, what are the chances Jokic gets traded? 0%. Same with this year. What are the chances Jamal Murray gets traded? 0.1%. I'm just going into this year and I'm like, the number's not 0.
Totally, yeah.
It's not 0. And it might not be that high, but is it 10%? It's just higher than a negligible amount. That it almost
Josh
has to be.
Kroenke said everybody was on the table after the season, and that has held firm.
And by the way, that's not something you can unsay. You know who also heard that? Jamal Murray.
Right.
And that also has to be considered as you go into next year.
All I know is that I talked to John Wallace for a really long time when I was drinking, and we were at the and he has a really, really good relationship with Jamal Murray. I have a very hard time imagining him being able to just trade him in a way that in a callous way like that.
He's one of the triumvirate that is making the decisions here. So we'll have to wait and see. All right. On the other side, we do have one more prospect for you. Stirtz. We're going to Stirtz it up for you on the other side.
Let's do it.
Stirs it up.
Field day.
Check out Field Day,
Bro.
happening on Saturday. We actually have the Field Day draft on Wednesday, right before the second round of the NBA draft.
Number 1 pick. Easy.
Can we just
Easy.
Can we just celebrate life together? Can we have fun together in the park? Can we frolic? Is that too much to ask?
We can have
just
fun at
come and
Field
talk
Day.
about how much of a disaster Tuesday was. It's either way, you want to be with people you love.
I think we've already got over 100 people signed up for Field Day. It's right over here at City Park.
This is such a cool thing.
Really
man.
fun event. You get that awesome shirt there. We're
Shirts are
handing
in
out
and they
ribbons.
look great. They really look good.
The last event is Flip Cup at the bar.
Oh.
The grand finale.
Yeah.
It's going to be a lot of fun. Old school Field Day games over at City Park. Then
You're getting
come
a
back
ribbon
to
one way or
DNVR.
another. You're going to get a ribbon one way or another. Maybe a participant ribbon.
Oh, man, that's tough.
Or a blue ribbon. In the
Blue is for first place.
what? Yeah, blue ribbon for first
Like
place.
Pabst?
Well, like every
Field
competition.
Day was always that? Blue ribbon is always one?
What is happening? Yeah, blue ribbon.
I didn't know that.
A blue ribbon for first place? Yes, that's the way it works universally.
No.
I was going to say, I didn't know this was like a thing.
No.
This
Blue,
is insane.
blue for first, red for second. Everyone has known that for all
Blue
time.
for first, red for second.
Wait, Kale, you agree with D-line? Okay, I just wanted to make it.
This is not me agreeing with this. Is just standard.
Standard
of course.
operating procedure.
I was just making sure Kale
A
and Eric
ribbon
D-line
you
are
get-
aligned.
If you win best hog at the
You get a blue ribbon?
you get a goddamn blue ribbon. It's a
Nice.
standard
This is
operating
speaking
procedure.
from two people who never did a Pinewood Derby, I can tell.
That's true.
Anyway, it's going to be really fun. Everybody come out. Let's have fun. If you are a diehard, obviously you get a discount. It's not that expensive to begin with, like $20. I mean, and you get a free shirt. Like, what do you want for us, people?
Yeah, what more do you want? It's actually going to be a great time. Support us. All right, back here. Also come to the bar tomorrow. Don't forget. Bennett Stirtz.
The blue ribbon for first in fact. Here we go.
I'm actually reading. It started in 1348 with England's prestigious Order of the Garter.
Oh, so this probably predates you.
Members wore a striking blue ribbon to signify honor and excellence.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, yeah.
You
It means the best in any field.
absolutely since 1300.
Actually, I remember my high school was a blue ribbon high school.
But since 1300, you guys haven't caught on yet.
Haven't caught on to that one.
Let's
My
talk about
daughter just got a
Bennett Stirtz.
yellow ribbon for first in the shoe
Kale's
kick.
guy. This is Kale's guy.
Oh, look at that!
Why?
Just looking at the
Because
photo,
he,
that's Kale's guy.
No, I actually don't think that's. He started his career at Division II, then went to Drake. Shout out.
This is my favorite college player of all time.
Is it really?
Yeah, really.
Kale's favorite college player of all time.
Was this the D2 guy then?
Well,
Yeah, he started at
D2 to
D2.
Drake and then followed his head coach, played at Iowa last year. He
I like that
is
pedigree.
a expert pick and roll player. Really amazing in the pick and roll. Playmaker, passer, scorer, sky high basketball IQ. He can run a team, man. He can run an offense.
Also, another T-shirt guy.
Oh,
T-shirt
t-shirt
guy.
guy. You guys hate that. I don't mind the t-shirt look.
I love the t-shirt look.
Yeah, I don't
To me,
mind
it's
it.
like small time.
Yeah,
6'4" with a
me, it's
6'6"
90s.
wingspan, averaged 20 points, 4.5 assists per game last season. He can shoot it. He can pass it. He can score. He can play make. He can really run a team. Like I said, elite pick and roll player with a great feel for the game. Plug and play at backup point guard potentially. My biggest question about him is just I don't know if he's going to be able to defend. Not the amazing.
Sounds like our
athlete.
guy.
Man, we got to get this guy.
I think he'll be good, and he's mocked to go in the teens to early 20s.
So you have him as more of a Peyton Pritchard than a Colin Gillespie?
Yeah, because
Not a Tyler Kolek.
I mean, Bennett Stirtz can score. And like that's why I comped him to Peyton Pritchard, because like Pritchard could score. Gillespie more of like a true table setter, but Stirtz does that as well.
He was a 3-point assassin. He set the Suns all-time 3-point for a season record.
Yeah, he did. So Stirtz is good. I just don't know if he'll be able to defend, and that's why I'm probably out on him.
It's a real, even if you think about Colin Gillespie, I think there's something about that too, is the athleticism and the physicality gap is so different from regular season in the NBA that we just saw a handful of these guards that are like, and they can survive on defense, and then they get in the playoffs, they're like, oh, they absolutely cannot survive on defense. Yeah. Stirtz, you already have the Jokic issue. You bring in anybody that might potentially have to share the floor with him in a playoff scenario where it's like, we're going to be deficient in those two spots. To me, I just can't get on board.
Yeah, I know it's tough. He didn't get comped to Reed Shepherd.
He could be a Reed Shepherd. I can see that.
No, he's not. He's not.
No, he's not a Reed Shepherd.
I'm sorry. I'm just
Reed
thinking
Shepherd doesn't play pick and roll like that.
Thinking of every white guy in the
he's kind of got a Rubio to him. He's a little Ricky Rubio.
Who's your guys' comp?
Yeah.
I don't have a comp. I'm learning about him for the first time. He's Kale's favorite guy, which gives me serious pause.
Red flag.
Red flag, not blue ribbon.
Taking him off the board.
No, I'm interested. But to me, the Nuggets, the one thing the Nuggets need this offseason, in whatever form or fashion they get it, is a ball handler that can give us good perimeter defense. If you're telling me this guy does not provide perimeter defense,
he's an offensive player.
Then let's move it along.
Well, the difference between him and Gillespie, though, is Gillespie's 6'1", he's 6'4".
Yeah.
So he has actually
6'4"
decent size.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
At backup point guard, but just looking at the film, I don't think he's going to defend.
So we step back and look at this just kind of an aggregate. We talked about not loving any of the guys at 26. It's funny, you go through the full draft cycle where you like fall in love with a guy for a day, and then maybe you put some out on the timeline, or you just ask around, and then you realize something horrible about the player. That's how I feel about all of these guys, man.
Of course.
Every single one of them, I'm just like, I love Joshua Jefferson. Someone's telling me every time he goes up against a really good player, he gets murdered.
That's
I'm like,
not
that's
great.
not great. So he beats up on the bad teams.
That's the other thing, is that like the scout that you do is like they just show you the good parts. See, I was all in on
And
Dylan.
the bad parts, but sometimes you don't know the context of the bad parts
Yeah.
always happen the same way.
I was all in on Dalen Swain until Dev told me he sucked in big moments, and then now I'm out. I'm out.
I love Dalen Swain. I think he's going to be good.
I mean, listen, you and I were sold on him at the same time, and then it took one sentence from Dev, and I was out.
I'm not trusting Devin. I'm still in on him.
Dev has great hater takes, though. He's like usually pretty middle of the road, whatever. But there are some guys where he's like, that guy sucks.
But Dev is a literal scout.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point.
That is what he does.
Yeah, that's valid. It's a good point for him on that discussion.
Dev was early out on John Morant when we were all in.
This draft is really weird, though, because at the top, I think you got 3 guys who have all NBA first team type potential. Then the top 10, I think there are a lot of really intriguing players in there. From like 12 to 20, bunch of short point guards.
Dude,
Yeah, I know, man.
it is insane.
I don't love the depth of this class. To me, an amateur college watcher, I'm not buying the depth of the draft.
You're not even a pro college watcher. That's tough. Amateur watcher. Yeah, no. The crazy thing to me too is when you get into these drafts for the NBA, it's like there's 7 good guys. And then you look at the NFL draft, and it's like, oh, this guy's in the top 200. He's a great pick.
Yeah.
Like, God damn, man.
Yeah. That's how I feel about this draft, though.
If they pick that 26,
Oh, God. I'm telling you, that was my immediate reaction, was like, oh, God.
who would they pick and you'd be like, okay, I'm okay with this?
It's hard to know because of where the
Just talking about, say everybody projected to go 21 to 30.
I think
in that range.
I think Ejiofor is somebody I would be intrigued by. Koa Pete excites me, except for a lot of people seem to think he really sucks. Like that's another one that's like too
the
raw.
draft nerds hate Koa Pete.
And that's scary because they're watching a lot more
Yeah.
college ball than I am.
Yeah, they're pro college ball watchers, not amateur. Koa Pete's huge though. Like he's a big guy. He's a big boy, man.
I'm like 6'7".
But he's more. He's like Roddy the body big. He's just like
He's jacked.
Roddy not that big actually, even though we call him Roddy the body. I don't know. I would feel okay with Koa Pete. I would feel okay with Zuby Ejiofor. But I would feel best if the Nuggets just got a draft pick for next year.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
I
kind
haven't fallen in love with any of these guys, and I've looked at them. So there are some guys ahead, like Cameron Carr. I'm kind of interested in. As you mentioned, Swain, I'm interested in. Morris Johnson, I like a lot. But now you're talking about how do you get up that high? One thing I will say is I've heard on Jaden Quaintance, who's another guy we've talked about, that his injuries or his medical is really bad.
He seems to me like a guy that's going to take a redshirt Michael Porter year and not play next season.
He's also a guy that might fall to 26 because
Yeah.
it might be a draft night, bowl situation where it's
He
like
might fall second round.
That's what I mean. And I think everyone's going to be clamoring for him. But it's like, would you be clamoring for this year when you're already just desperately need players, taking a guy that might be the longest project and the most risk?
Yeah. Well,
but if he hits, he's great.
So you have 15 guys on your team. We know the Nuggets are going to have 14 this next season.
That's right.
Now you're going to have 13
guys, yeah.
with Quaintance.
Well, don't forget we have all the entire gold to pick from as well.
Moses
That's
Brown.
right.
Moses
That's right.
Brown.
Moses Brown will be on the squad.
Dinwiddie.
Deron Holmes.
I'm ready for tomorrow, though. Whatever
Still
it may
on
be.
Dinwiddie?
I'm going to
Dude, I'm
eat
so
some
ready.
good meals,
that
be in a good mood.
this is just it. This
Let's
time of year when
find it
you
together.
have like 3 things are going to happen and they're all 2 months apart.
Yeah.
And you spend all the 2 months because then it'll be on to summer league. We'll start talking ourselves into some guys there.
But what's so fascinating about tomorrow is the last several years it's just been about if the Nuggets have a pick, it's just the pick.
Yeah.
They're going to make a pick in the 20s. We're going to talk about the pick.
They're going to trade a bunch of other picks to get a 1 pick higher.
Yeah, but I'm saying they could make multiple trades tomorrow night
Yep.
that have a huge effect on the
Definitely.
team next season.
Definitely.
And usually, that stuff has waited until free agency. It could happen tomorrow night.
If they don't clear money tomorrow at the draft, I will be nervous about losing Peyton Watson for nothing, which would be a very scary scenario for me. What else we got? Super chats?
Josh Burnett from Down Under. Happy solstice, fellas.
Appreciate
Have a
that, man.
prawn sangha for me.
It will do.
Oh, dude,
Also, Josh Bennett from Down Under, could you talk to your countrymen and stop attacking us over soccer?
What happened?
Every time that I'm on the timeline, all the Aussies are talking about the Socceroos and the
They're
U.S.
still
Did you
pissed
tweet
they
something?
lost. No, they're pissed they lost to
They're
us.
pissed
man.
they lost, and they were there was like a whole bunch of they were like, "Oh, we're gonna take the U.S." and we didn't realize that they were yelling at us. And now every time I go on TikTok, all the Socceroos fans are
Really?
mad. Dude,
it's tearing us apart.
just it doesn't have to though. Josh, please.
Is Australia good at soccer?
No, they lost 2-0 to us. We suck.
Well, we're good.
Oh, except for we're good.
You haven't seen? We're good.
That's what I'm saying. It feels like we're good.
My favorite part about the World Cup in general is like the talking down to we get from the rest of the world. And I'm like, you don't get to talk down to us about sports. Right? Sports are the one thing we understand better than any of you. We just don't like your
except
dumb
soccer.
We just don't like your dumb sport.
except soccer.
Except for we're good, dude.
Well, we'll see.
Apparently, we're good.
Cole Hemstreet. There's no way any draft pick, even lottery, is as good as Cam, and he wants to be here. Trade down to the second round to get off Zeke, run it back. They cannot do that. They're going to be in the second apron, man.
I mean, again, they can do it. Maybe that's the whole play tomorrow is they
It's
just
not
use the
the
pick
play,
and everything
bro.
else, and they're like, you know what?
Bro.
We're going to spend $600 million on our roster. Would you be?
The Knicks aren't going to the
I know,
second
the
apron.
Knicks aren't even. They just want to chase.
You think the Nuggets are?
At the parade, no less. It's like, yeah, our team's done.
All I know is that like we found Spencer Jones. You can find
You can
good
find guys.
There's so many guys that are
Have a
interested in
guy.
playing.
I actually
basketball.
think this is the take.
There's so many guys that are interested in playing basketball at the NBA level that maybe got a shot, didn't get a shot, maybe are a little older. They're in the G League.
Kale's guy on a smaller scale. He's playing D2 ball. Is he good enough for D1? Probably not. Goes there. Yes, he is good enough for it. He's actually freaking awesome at that level.
Spencer Jones.
You never
is,
know.
Spencer Jones is the guy you look at and you're like, all right, like there's ways around this, and there are good players to be found if you know where to look.
We might not know where to
Dylan's
look.
Law, Cam John for
We're
Dylan
good.
Brooks.
I mean, again, that's just money for money.
They're about to, but yeah, they're also about to.
Look, people have been throwing
Extend
trades
the-
at me all day the last couple weeks. It's like, and it's hard to explain because the NBA salary cap is so confusing, and it's just really not even worth digging into it if you don't have to. They need to make trades where they don't take back any money.
Did you guys understand what I was saying though about the idea of buying somebody out that it still affects
Yeah,
your cap?
yeah. It's
Why
so
is
dumb.
that?
I think because the
Because
Lakers would
the other-
sign everyone, buy him out if it doesn't work, and then sign
Well,
him
no,
out.
the other
cares?
option is like you can waive them, which costs more money. This is an option to do it, but cost less money year over year.
But you can wait. Like, how can they not just pay Zeke the money that he was promised?
I know, and it's off the books, but I think it is because the big spending teams would just
I
take
see
every
what you
risk.
mean.
Oh, it didn't work out. Pay him his
But who
150
cares?
million.
Why? But why? I don't understand. It just feels like a dumb rule that's just for the people that love to play Settlers of Catan.
Yeah.
And it's just
Like you think an owner should just be like, all
I
right,
thought we were going to do it, Kill. I thought we had it.
I mean,
I thought we were
Jamal
so
and Julian for
perfectly timed.
Davion Wiggins, Jovic. Again, they can't. Actually, they'd be
This one they
saving
can.
a lot of money
Yeah,
there.
this one I
They'd
think
be
you can
saving
do.
money.
This one
they
is the
could
one.
do that.
I hate that I'm on board of this one, but I don't mind this one, man.
Davion Mitchell could be
It's
interesting.
my guy. Off night. Everybody, tomorrow when you see us again, we'll have a little surprise for you.
a smile.
A little surprise, maybe. We'll see you guys over there on the draft tomorrow.
Let's go.